G'day guys, Andrew back for another Friday night beer review. For this week, I've got interesting beer. I got this for a Christmas present last year. It's the Cannabis Club. So this beer is a German beer from Bavaria that also includes hemp blossoms and hemp oil, as well as Vienna, Pilsner and Hirschbrucker hops. Hopefully I said that right. I'm not good at speaking German, so don't hold it against me. Yeah, it's a fun beer. It's a really cool label, and I've only had hemp once before in a beer at my first Gabs. And from memory, I think there was a lot of other things going on with that beer, so it's hard to kind of pin down what led to the beer. So I'm really excited for this one. It's really cool. Hemp oil and things are becoming a lot more widely used and finding their way into all sorts of everyday sort of things. And you know, the health benefits of hemp oil have been widely touted. So we'll go for the crack. Cool little leaf on the lid there. So this one is a Pilsner style, and as I said before, just Vienna and Pilsen malt, and yeah, Hirschbrucker hops. Again, I think that's how you say it. So I'm going the tall Husky brewing glass again, being a Pilsner. This is actually the correct glass to use for it. When I say correct glass, it's really any glass you have available. Pilsner is often in these tours because they're really clear, effervescent, light coloured beers, and it just looks really nice in the glass. Like, you can't argue with them. Nice white fluffy head, you know, really light colour. Probably a little bit darker than a lot of Pilsners, but it makes sense with that little bit of Vienna in there. And just very effervescent. Even with, might have a little bit of age on it, I'm not too sure. Being in the fridge for a couple of months. But anyway, get to tasting, Andrew. That's what the people are here for. So the first thing I get is that classic Pilsner aroma, slightly biscuity, really nice, and even the herbal things that you often associate with your noble hops and that, you know, with your German style beers. Very apparent. I don't know if that hemp's even adding to that sort of herbal, floral sort of aroma. Not so much herbal, floral, better. Even spicy, slightly spicy. Oh, cheers guys. So for the most part, yeah, it's a classic Pilsner. Really dry, effervescent, crisp, really refreshing, but it does have a little bit of something else. Like a strange sweetness almost, but like not malt sweetness, not like a cereal sweetness, like a, I don't know, additive sweetness. Maybe from that hemp blossom, I guess. It's kind of it's that dry effervescent of the Pilsner, and then this slickness comes through, and it's slightly sweet, and slickness is the best way I can describe it. I don't know if that's just the oil that's in there as well. So it could be that hemp blossom giving the sweetness and the oil giving, but it's definitely apparent. It like cuts through the sort of carbonic bite of the carbonation. And it's quite subtle. I guess if it wasn't for the marketing, yeah, it's very, very apparent what sort of beer it is. If this was given to me in a blind taste test, I don't think I would have necessarily picked up on it. I would have been, oh, that's a different Pilsner, and sort of left it at that. I wouldn't say there's any sort of dank or forest notes that you would associate with maybe something with hemp or a cannabis related species in there. It doesn't smell like hemp oil, which I'm quite familiar with just with work. It's something we use. And it doesn't have that sort of smell. Almost, it's like a nuttiness that hemp seed and hemp seed oil has. It's kind of like a nuttiness. A little bit of dank and forest sort of notes. Not getting that at all. But still like good classic Pilsner, and just with something really interesting that's quite subtle and just maybe a little bit novel, but still that's cool. Nice to try these sort of beers. Really refreshing and nice beer. So really cool to try out. Wouldn't say anything crazy to write home about, but still really fun and interesting. So you never know, if you see it around. I don't know how popular it is or how easy it is to acquire, but yeah, keep an eye out, and yeah, a little bit of fun. If you're not into craft beer so much and you're just into your more mainstream lager styles, it's very accessible. All the things that you're familiar with are in this beer. A lot of commercial styles that are based off the Pilsner sort of archetype sort of thing. So, and just have that sort of little bit of extra something different to separate them. So, cool. Cheers, guys, and hope to see you again.